And we are live, and I just realized I did not ask you whether or not we were ready.
I'm ready.
Are you
I've
ready?
closed one time. Yes.
That's good. That's guy pot. Look. The brain fog is one of the many symptoms of what I am dealing with right now. I am recovering from COVID. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you're doing well, but definitely doing better than I am. I'm Omer,
I'm Trevor.
and this is
T.
Graps.
Yeah.
I'm glad one of us remembered or actually no, I'm glad I remembered it. See, look, the brain fog already getting to me.
Yeah,
Oof,
already. Already. It's
already.
something
Hopefully
definitely going
everyone's
around,
doing.
dude. I was sick last week, and I felt like an elephant was standing on my chest. It was awful. And
It's like
apparently left me with this sultry voice that's a little deeper than normal.
it's like that episode of Family Guy when Peter had like when Peter got sick and then he had that like
Oh,
really
yeah.
nice scratchy throat that like Lois really loved. Is that what it
uh
was like for you?
That that's actually kind of what actually yeah, it kind of was that. And being the consummate me, so yeah, I'll be fine. Drink water, eat soup, drink juice. Oh, and that shot of whiskey might help. And that's kind of what happened.
Damn, alcoholism. Um,
Yeah,
ism.
who knew?
Well, hopefully you're doing better, my friend. I'm somehow it might not seem like it, but I'm way better than I was like 3 days ago, 2 days ago, yesterday.
Yeah,
Um,
I've been checking on you, man. So I'm glad you're doing all right.
Same to you. We got CC saying hello. CC saying, "Oh look, Bulbasaur. Yeah, it is Bulbasaur. It's very Bulbasy." Um, Jesus, that is one hell of a name to give a Pokemon, Bulbasaur. Um,
It could be worse.
what's worse? What's a worse name than Bulbasaur? By the way, hello Andrade Elidolo.
Hello, Andrade Illegal. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you.
No,
Um,
hey, that's Andrade. Look, it's him.
yeah, no, that's
It's his
his.
picture, so it must be.
I mean, it's gotta be. I mean, no one makes fraudulent accounts on the internet. I mean, who do such a thing?
Kevin Durant.
um, uh, so what's on the docket for today, my good man?
Mm,
For all our wrestling fans.
I guess first I want to ask you about SummerSlam. So at SummerSlam, we saw in the main event Jey Uso go up against Roman Reigns, almost win the world title, but on a count that should have been three, Jimmy came in and cost Roman the world championship or universal. I can't call it the world title because it's not a world.
No, no, yeah.
It's a universal title. Money in the game. Um, so what did you think? Did they make the right decision by having Jimmy turn on Jay? And what did you think about the follow-up, the explanation as to why he caused Jay the world title or
So
universal? Damn it.
tell me the explanation he caused for Universal because I don't believe I heard it or know.
I did it for Jay Uso.
That's what I thought.
I did it. I mean, he didn't say that, but he basically did. Like it was really stupid in my opinion. It was like basically he was like, "Jay, I wanted you to be my bro. I was afraid you were gonna leave me, man." Like I'm just like, what
What?
is this? Days of our Usos. Stop it.
Let's see. This is what I was afraid was going to happen. That they keep dragging it on. It needs to end. Like Jay Uso's ready. He was ready. He was primed, ready. He was ready to take up that mantle. He was ready to take that title. Like you got him ready. Like out of the two, to me, Jay was more ready. Like it was time for Jay to do what Jay needed to do. But as I'm sitting here watching it with my friends, I'm like, he's gonna lose. And I think we said it like a week before because we didn't do a show last week. Week before that he was gonna lose because I had a feeling he was gonna lose. and he did in spectacular fashion. Like I don't know where they're going now. Like at first, I kind of okay. Jay's gonna get it. They're gonna end it here. Whatever. Now I don't know where it's gonna go. And yes, Paul Heyman has no neck. I agree.
Indubitably, sir. Um, yeah, it's a bit of a cluster, isn't it? The one thing I will say is that I think it's better in general that the Usos and Roman are going to be off WWE TV for the next like few months apparently. Like Roman currently isn't scheduled to like
He's hurt, isn't he?
he's hurt, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
He's hurt before SummerSlam. Do you know when the last time Roman defended the title was?
Wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't the last pay per view because they would that was the tag team thing. So it was at least 2 3 months ago, right?
It was
Before
WrestleMania.
really?
Roman
Oh,
is
okay.
so Roman being injured for like he could be legitimately injured for like 4 months and it wouldn't matter. The next pay-per-view Survivor Series, he ain't putting the title on the line at Survivor Series. Roman doesn't have to defend the belt till Royal Rumble, basically. But like just given the fact that
To be
he's
fair,
Roman. If he's hurt, it
right,
doesn't matter because it doesn't matter if he doesn't defend the title, he's Roman Reigns.
right.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I think generally though, it's better that they're not going to be on TV just because while I do believe the storyline, jump the shark or whatever, like it would have been way worse, bro. It would have been bro, it would have been way worse. Bro. It would have been way worse. Had they just like kept this going for like 6 more or 7 more months every week. Hey, Jimmy J, I did it for you, man. I did it for
I
you. I
did
did
it
it. And then
for the
Rikishi,
family. I
although
did
I'm
it.
saying if Rikishi, we got some Rikishi involvement here, and we got some
Yeah,
big quiche, which I still think TNA missed an opportunity. They called him Junior Fatu when during his run in TNA. My
right.
man should have been called Big Quiche.
All I'm thinking is a giant egg pie. That's all I'm thinking of.
Yes, that's essentially
And
what
that's actually
Rikishi
kind of
is
disgusting.
at his core, is it not?
That is, and I'm not a big egg fan, so that's actually kind of disgusting. So
It's big. Could you imagine like Mike Tenay and Don West being like, "Oh my God, Big Quiche is here," and then Mike Tenay going, and Big Quiche, rest to the. I don't know.
big. That's just a terrible name. That's just like
I
so.
love that
Okay,
name. I don't care what anyone says, dude. It's way better than
that's
Junior
so.
Fatu. Junior
I
Fahu?
mean, maybe, but big quiche. That sounds like a disease you
Big.
can get from Cambodia
Look, he was there for
or
like
France.
2 weeks. He was there for 2 weeks. He beat everyone, buried Robert Roode on his way out. Look, my man got paid his money, beat everyone, and then buried some random person he had never heard of on the way out, who turned out it's like one of the best in the world. Like,
Big quiche
amazing.
sounds like the French version of COVID. It really does. It just sounds. I got the big quiche.
Mon chéri, mon chéri, put your mask on before you get some big fish. Stop, stop. We're gonna lose all the French viewer that we have. Um,
I'll tell you offline.
that's not a good sign already. Um, we got Eric, or sorry, we got Andrade in the chat saying it's Eric. Thought I'd have some fun. Go off, go
Hey
off,
Eric,
King. I'm here
have
for it.
fun.
Andrade in the chat, or sorry, Eric in the chat also says, I mean, all Jimmy had to do was call Jay and have a conversation. They're brothers. I'm saying they're brothers.
They're brothers. Just let's talk it out.
Now they're gonna have the Jimmy versus Jay match in like 3 months. It,
It's a
okay.
lot for nothing.
Yeah. I understand. I get Cody finished the story and whatever. But I'm just like, oh, come on, man. Like,
It makes more sense
the
to have
conclusion of the
Jay do it.
bloodline cannot be Cody winning. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Like I'm
it
fine.
shouldn't
Like
be.
they gotta have something else planned here. They have to.
I mean, who's writing this? Who's writing the story too? Like that's another thing.
Triple H, the era of the never-ending story. Like none of his stories end. They just we're gonna keep going. We're gonna
Keep
keep
going.
going.
Keep
I
going.
learned from Tony Khan in 2022. We're just never gonna end this story on
And
the
just when I think
game.
it's gonna end, we keep
This
going.
is
We're
Tony
going.
Khan too. Tony Khan too. All these new age, but this generation of Booker, they don't know how to book. They don't know how to finish stories. Vince McMahon, yeah, he knew how to finish
And 13
stories.
years from now, it's still gonna be the bloodline, and just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, it's a continuum. We're gonna have spin-offs. Monday night Bloodline, Friday night Uso,
It's
Wednesday
gonna
night
be
Reigns, and
terrible.
Zayn. We're gonna have the Zayn hour and Triple H in the game.
I'm mad you just whispered that. I really am really upset about that.
This is basically like my outdoor voice right now. What else we gotta
Uh,
talk about? Oh, I left it on the thumbnail. I forgot. CM Punk. Trevor, CM Punk's been in the news.
Shocking. Really? He's never in the news. What
Hmm
is he known for at this time?
There's like 8 different things we could talk about with CM Punk. None of them are really great.
No, none of
Um,
them. What's the worst one? Let's save the worst one for last.
said say the word. No. He's like, no. I want to roast him crisply. Let me let,
Exactly.
let's get the let's try prepping a meal right now. We're gonna
Exactly.
cut the
Like
onion. We're gonna
a
prep this first.
little bit big
We're gonna saute and then we go cook. Um,
Golfy.
okay. Let's see. Let's start with yeah. Let's start with this. So, well, this past week on Collision, because like all of this news has to do with AEW Collision. This past week on Collision, after the show went off the air, CM Punk cut a promo about a Hangman Adam Page. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the actual audio of this in a sec. So bear with me. But
No, no problem.
he cut a promo about Mr. Page. Um, excuse me, Mr. Page is my father.
Yeah.
Um, he's the cow man. Um, anyway, so Hangman, so he cuts this like after the show goes off the air, the cameras are off, they're not rolling anymore, but the audience is obviously there in Greensboro, North Carolina, and CM Punk cuts this promo about Hangman Page. Oh, I just realized you can't hear that. So bear with me for another second.
Oh, that's right. I can't hear that. No.
I'm well aware. I was like, oh, that they can hear it, but you can't hear it. So, but like, it's like a continuum basically of what had been happening between these two before. Um, here, I think it's set up now. All right, let's pray that this works. Can you hear?
Yeah.
It's because the pegs in the toy aisle are full of Hangman action figures because no one wants to buy them. You son of a bitch! He's a peg warmer, unlike me, who moves merchandise and pops ratings and sells toys.
So that was it. Um, I don't know if you heard
Uh,
everything there, but
I heard most of it.
yeah, you heard enough to be like, oh dear. So thoughts on that?
Dude, his publicist must get tired of him telling him to shut the hell up.
I
It's
don't
gotta.
think CM Punk has a publicist. There
He
is
needs
no
one.
way. There
He
is no
definitely
way.
needs one. Dude, how do you leave come back and do the same dumb shit you did before. So it's
Like that. Like that.
fair.
Oh,
Dude,
it
that's
doesn't
just
get better, by the way. Everything else we're gonna talk about is way worse.
oh my
But
god, that's just it's asinine at this point. You know what? Honestly, I think he's just doing shit to be doing shit because he can. I think that's what it is.
oh my god, there's more. I'm looking, literally, there's more. like,
What?
as I'm like, I just Googled CM Punk and there's more. So I will do my best to aggregate this other information and add it into what else the next thing we're gonna talk about. But Trevor, I mean, like it's been like we know that CM Punk when he holds a grudge, he holds a grudge. Like that's understood is what it is, right? With Punk. But like at a certain point, if you're the one who wants to be like, hey, I want things to die down, I want things to like be okay, like let's just work past this. Like Hangman Page has never once said anything to CM Punk like since that workers' rights line, right?
Right.
Everything else has happened. He's called him out on live TV. Punk has. He's called him out in that media scrum. He's done all this stuff about Hangman Page. He's called him out in that ESPN interview. Hasn't said a damn Page, I should say, hasn't said a damn thing about Punk. And it's just like
Nope.
it's at a certain point, right? It's like no matter what side you're on, I hate that. But like, like no matter where you stand, right? And no matter which way you look at it, you're just kind of like shaking your head like, dude, just let it go. Let it go.
It's at this point, it's it's one of those things that you just don't want to. It's like you know what's going to come out of his mouth. You know what I mean? Like everything he says, it's going to be toward Heyman or the Elite or somebody. It's just going to be some type of venom he's going to spew to try to like get either. I don't know what his end goal is. I don't know if he's trying to get a cheap pop or what he's actually trying to do. But like, it's getting nauseating. It's and I'm pretty sure pure wrestling fans, even fans of his, are completely tired of it. Like you're just doing stuff to be doing stuff now. Like you know what? He really is that old man sitting on the porch, just saying shit to get a rise out of people. Like he literally at this point he's just doing that. But I guess the real thing is what does Tony Khan do here? Like what can be done here? I mean, you just let the man back. He's been suspended for months and he's still doing the same dumb stuff. So like what do you do at this point?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, okay, so this Jack Perry thing is a bit of I don't know, it's a bit of nothing if you ask me, because it was just basically disagreement over the way Jack Perry handled like a spot with glass, because Jack Perry apparently wanted to use real glass in like
Oh yeah.
the backstage spot, and Punk was just like, What are you doing with real glass? You gonna get hurt, boy? Like,
Go on now, get
come on now, come on, hey, hold there, Bartholomew, hold there. That's my horse. His name is Bartholomew.
I see. It makes me laugh that old codger can say the word Bartholomew. So.
You just It's my other horse, Pegasus.
The
Although this one likes to play Yu-Gi-Oh and put on a British accent. It's really weird.
other one is Jimmy John.
Yugi. Let me stop.
I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. If you didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh, you don't get it.
I,
Um,
I did. I watched it quite often.
yeah, I don't know if it was like, and I mean there was an argument for sure according to this Fightful report. By the way, great reporting by Sean Ross Sapp and Fightful Select. Um, but I don't know. Like it's like yeah, that seems to be a bit of nothing. However, I'll tell you what's not a bit of nothing, Trevor. CM Punk and Nick, not Ryan, Nick
Nick
Nemeth.
Nemeth.
So for those of you who don't know, oh sorry, Ryan Nemeth, not Nick Nemeth. Brain fog, COVID-19, not great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Ryan Nemeth, the brother of Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler, he's been working like with AEW for a while. He's not signed to a full-time deal, but he he's not signed to a full-time deal, but he's like one of their like, he's a guy who comes in basically every week to fill an extra spot. He used to do dark tapings. I'm pretty sure he's doing Ring of Honor tapings now, so he's there. Um Him and CM Punk had a bit of a disagreement, and it all stems from it all stems from Punk's return in Chicago back in May or June, whenever that happened. And essentially, Punk cuts a line in there where he says, you know, if you think I need to apologize, then I'm sorry. Then the only people that are softer than you are the wrestlers you like. Punk says that line, and Ryan Nemeth, of course, um, says on Twitter, reacting to Punk, literally the softest man alive. Now, naturally, this can be seen by a lot of people as like, you know, like weighing into a pretty big moment, getting some social media clout, all that stuff. CM Punk saw this as specific shoot. Of course, he's like, "Oh, look at these! Their boys are working me, Tony." And well, he had a conversation. Some say an argument, but a conversation with Ryan Nemeth. A few weeks later, apparently. And here I'm gonna read actually directly from the Fightful Select report. Um, do, do, do. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I am what?
No, I just made a noise.
Yeah, you did just make a noise. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the exact quote here. All right. So, according to those familiar with the situation, Punk approached Nemeth when the two were at the Chicago Dynamite. This is right after Punk's return, where Punk was asked to be at. Punk spoke to Ryan Nemeth and had asked him to make good on his quote, literally the softest man alive, unquote, tweet. The two moved out of the locker room and into the hallway, though where those close to Punk claimed that Nemeth said he was working to get heat. Punk believed that the tweet was Nemeth trying to score points with his friends and asked him to knock it off because, quote, tensions were high and they were trying to move on. He said he didn't want Nemeth being passive aggressive unless they were handling it another way. And unless you want to go, shut up. Um, People close to Punk claimed that Nemeth apologized and the two shook hands. Now, here's the interesting thing, right? Everything's all fine and good here, right?
Right.
Ryan Nemeth showed up to AEW Collision this past week.
Right.
And according to Sean Ross Sapp and the good people over at Fightful Select, it was confirmed that Punk didn't want Nemeth on Collision or even in catering, much less wrestling on the show. And apparently it was over this tweet. Nick Hausman of House of Wrestling reported that this was also the reason that Christopher Daniels was kept out of Collision
Yeah,
because
I heard that too.
the way Punk sees it is Christopher Daniels, who is the head of talent relation in AEW, is now not allowed to be on the show because Punk feels, reportedly, Punk feels that it's not fair that Daniels, who was involved in the breaking up of the fight at Brawl Out, is allowed to be at shows while Ace Steel is not. Again, alleged speculation, what we know to be true right now. However, Sean Ross Sapp and Fightful have been very, very, very spot on in the reporting
Yeah,
on all this.
especially with this whole Punk thing.
Oh yeah, this man needs to win like a freaking like Pulitzer Prize or something for his reporting on
Dude,
Punk news.
he needs a vacation after this.
This is Sean's never getting a vacation. Big shout out to Sean Ross Sapp.
between
Um,
between Punk and Vince McMahon and all the releases, dude, the man's been working overtime.
yeah, it's thanks to Dave Meltzer though. I love it. Here's the thing: I will always respect. I love Dave Meltzer, by the way, but I'll always respect Dave Meltzer for just being like, I'm gonna tell it like it is. Yeah, Triple H, he's gonna release everyone. What? Yeah, they just said some shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Meltzer, look, I respect your bullshit. I respect it. Nah, I love you, Dave. But no, okay, so, lo- by the way, there's more. This is not the worst part of it.
Oh, I know. I know it's not.
So, Ryan Nemeth not allowed to be at Collision. He likely will be at Dynamite, but Ryan Nemeth, Christopher Daniels not allowed to be at Collision because Punk doesn't want them there, and AEW apparently obliging.
That's the worst part.
Trevor, what do you have to say? Like you said, this is the worst part. I agree with you.
Okay, so here's my thing. All right, from Jump Street, we already acknowledged the fact that Punk and Brian Daniels, I'm sorry, were the geese the still who laid the golden eggs, right? They were the talent that AEW needed to be bigger, and along with all the other talent they also have, right? AEW proved for several months they don't need CM Punk. They don't. It's fun to have him. It's cool to have him on your show. People watch him. He does draw. He does bring a crowd. With that with that being said, it is annoying that this man is being catered to. This man is being his ass is being kissed. He's being accommodated by all his stupid and wild like demands. Like it is getting to the point where it's no longer funny. It's just annoying now. And I'm sure there's more that's gonna make it worse. But it's just getting to the point where it's annoying now. Dude, you are I don't even know exactly how old he is. What, 40 something, almost 50 something years old? And you're acting like not only a prima donna, but you're acting like a girl. Like, come on, dude. You don't need, like, I mean, okay, you want to wrestle? Cool. Get on, wrestle. Do what you do. We want to see you wrestle. You still got it in the tank. You're fun to watch. You are a hazard every locker room you go to. Eddie Kingston said it. Daniel said it. Samoa Joe has said it. Everyone has said this. Tony Khan, why is he still in your locker room? Why? And I get at this point it's a lot cheaper to keep him than get rid of him because you still owe the money in his contract. That makes perfect sense. But if he's causing that much problems, go somewhere, leave, start your own promotion, drive that into the ground. Like, dude, I don't understand. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I look the last thing here is and here is what I will say about with this situation first. Regardless of what we're about to talk about next, AEW needs to get a grip of this situation, man, because
They have
you're
to.
you're headed into the biggest show in the history of wrestling, literally. Like the most tickets sold for a wrestling show all time. The largest paid crowd for a wrestling show in history. You're going into it and it just for whatever reason, it feels like that deja vu, Trevor. It feels like deja vu. I'm back in August of 2022, and we're
That's
hearing
what I thought you were
all
going to say.
this stuff about AEW and their backstage and CM Punk and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, what the fudge, bro? What's going on?
It just doesn't make any sense. And then, did you hear? And that might be what you're about to bring up. Are you about to bring up the elite?
No, no, no.
Oh,
Is there something I'm
did you
missing?
hear
There's
that
more.
the
But
elite refused to be on Collision
uh,
because they don't want to be close to him? They just
I
don't want to be
figured
close to
that.
him.
I figured that. I figured that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was it was a report put out. I want to say 2 days ago or yesterday, one or two, that right after the like maybe a day or so after the Nemeth thing start dropped and the Christopher Daniels thing dropped, it was said that someone spoke with the lead, even Adam Page, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega, and they both all in unison said, "Nah, we don't want to go there because we don't want to be around them." So that tells you something right there, honestly.
I just like my whole thing is, man, either do the match or just stop all the drama, stop all the nonsense. Just do your
Right.
freaking job, man.
Your
You know,
job is to wrestle.
I like you don't have like I've worked at places where I don't like some of my coworkers. We all have
No, absolutely.
I've never gotten into a physical fight with them, and I don't ever foresee that happening. But at the same time, I'm like, Trevor's like, "Oh, there might have been a time or two back in the day, back when men were men, and the Undertaker was,
there
you know."
was there was once in particular when I worked
Um,
at AMC movie theater, but um, but no, like you said, everyone works for someone they don't like. You know, what I mean, it just so happens in this particular situation, like your profession is to have a choreographed fight on TV with the person that you don't like. So sometimes that will travel outside and get into
but they never,
physical.
but they don't talk, they don't, they're not, they haven't been in the same building together since well, probably since Forbidden Door, but they've been once, they've been in the same building together once since All Out 2022, since a
But
year ago.
the problem is not normally it's two sides, right? Normally both sides at some point end up causing a problem, right? No, that's not what's happening. It's one side. It's one man causing all these problems with like five different people.
If this is at work, man, I hope that this is like, that's, I don't know, man. Like you can't, obviously the Ryan Nemeth thing is not a work, but which that's bad, man. Like if that's the reason, if that's the only reason that CM Punk, and granted there could be more, but if that's the gist of the reason why CM Punk doesn't want him there, and AEW obliged to that, that's baffling to me. It is baffling. And you know what else it does, Trevor? For Punk. Remember, the whole reason all of this happened, all of this started, was because of a line that Hangman Page cut in
Yeah.
his promo leading up to their match at Double or Nothing. Workers' rights, hinting at the Colt Cabana situation, being like, basically like, hey, Colt hasn't been on TV a lot since you've been here. I wonder why. This, like having like this report being out there and Ryan Nemeth being barred from the building happening, and if this is true, you, it's gonna be really hard for people to take Punk seriously.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
just
I think at this point everyone's holding it with kid gloves anyway. Like I don't think anyone is really like dealing with him in a serious like light anyway, to be honest with you.
Tony
Like
Khan has to.
honestly,
Tony Khan
yeah,
has to be the one. It's his
Tony's the one that
company.
has to. Yeah, he can't. I'm talking about the other superstars though. The other
No,
superstars, I don't
but
think
it's
they are.
his company.
Yeah,
Isn't this I appreciate a lot of the things that Tony Khan has done for professional wrestling. I really
absolutely.
do. But he's not without criticism. One of the biggest things that I've always criticized about him is, my man. Yeah, I understand you're having fun. You want to foster a great working environment. At the end of the day, you got to be a boss.
Have to. Have
You
to.
got to. So like, and it's not even from a standpoint of being a dick. It's not from a standpoint of asserting authority. It's like doing your job as the leader of all of this and leading and being like, okay, this isn't working out. Who do I delegate the responsibilities to fix this to? Who do I, how do I make sure I'm handling these things in the right way? That's what a leader does. And Tony Khan is the de facto leader of all elite wrestling. Might not be the leader of the locker room, but he is the leader as far as the way the company functions. He's in charge of banning or sending people away. I'm not going to say banning because that's not necessarily what happened, but like sending people away from a building and telling them they can't be there that night because of CM Punk. It falls on him. All those decisions fall on him. So like for me, I'm just like, man, this just seems like you're asking for a problem at this point. You're asking for the criticism. You're asking for Punk to get the criticism. Like, you got to have a little foresight. It can't just be, we're going to treat this with kid gloves. Everyone's going to be separate all the time. Eventually, there's going to be 2 weeks back to back coming up, Trevor, where everyone's going to be in the same building at the same damn time. Ryan Nemeth might not be there. Hangman Page, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and CM Punk all going to be in the same building, in the same locker room.
For 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
I mean,
Like you don't
something's
think,
got to be
and it's
done.
like, and you don't think they're gonna have Kenny Omega on either Collision or Dynamite leading up to All Out? You don't think they're gonna have CM Punk in Chicago on either Dynamite or Collision or both leading up to All Out? Of course they are. They're gonna be there. It's like it's. I'm just like, man, like it doesn't.
The cost of the
You
ticket, man.
stop. Just stop the nonsense. Let's just get back to wrestling. I'm so tired of this shit. Sorry.
It's too much. It's too many politics so far. Like wrestling needs to just be about wrestling and entertainment and having fun. It's too much about politics and he texted me. Oh no, dude! It's just grown men acting like children is a freaking annoying.
If you have a problem, what did Punk say in the Great Bomb? If you have a problem with me, come see me about it. And then he got mad because the Elite come saw him. I'm just like, man, I get it. Like you're mad, I get it, and I get the reason why because there's perceptions out there and that may or may not be true. But I'm also like, man, you asked for it. And the Christopher Daniels thing to me is like the most ridiculous thing.
Yeah, me too.
Ace Steel and Christopher Daniels are not. I'm sorry, they ain't equal.
They're
Or
not the same, not at all.
to my knowledge, and I believe the knowledge of all the most trusted reporting on this, Christopher Daniels was there to break up the fight. Ace Steel was the one fighting Kenny Omega and
Yeah,
throwing punches or chairs or whatever, and like actively like like aggravating the situation. So
I wonder how AJ feels about this.
AJ who?
His wife. I wonder what her
Oh, I
opinion
mean,
about.
I'm not gonna speculate on what someone's spouse
Oh
feels, but
no, I'm not speculating. I'm just asking. I wonder. I'm
she
just curious.
probably. She agrees with Punk. Like that's they're ride or die. Like you're gonna always go side with your spouse. You're gonna see their.
Right.
You're gonna sympathize with their side of things most often. Like that's just the way kind of that cookie
Yeah,
crumbles.
I mean,
Because like you
I
only
guess
really
I'm
see their perspective.
totally different. I guess I'm totally different. Like, I mean, and the thing is, you're right. You only see their side, their perspective because you're not seeing the whole thing. I mean, I'm the type of person I take no sides, no matter who's involved, wife, girlfriend, mother, whatever. No matter who's involved, I try to look at both sides and see the logic between both. You're right, but you probably shouldn't have did that. You're right, but you're wrong for that. Like that's how I was always taught. But I see where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, man, oh man.
Wrestling.
I heard you know it's called wrestling.
It was that the last dumb thing he did, or did he do something else stupid?
Oh well, I mean, actually, I'd already talked about it again. Brain fog. Christopher Daniels, like that to me, I'm just
Oh,
like
yeah,
add.
that's the worst thing out of it. I mean, the whole thing is terrible because like you're able to ban people from being in catering and being in a building, like,
Uh,
like
that's like
dude.
Looks like Lacey Evans is WWE.
What?
Uh, Lacey Evans done with WWE.
Oh,
Apparently.
kind
She
of figured out
changed.
what's happening.
There's no confirmed report here, but I see her Instagram right now. Um, in her bio, her name on her Instagram is like her real name, Macy Estrella
Mhm.
or whatever.
I think that's what it is.
Um,
Yeah.
and in her bio it says formerly known as WWE superstar Lacey Evans. So
Interesting. She hasn't
mm,
been seen on TV for a while either. So
that's certainly something.
I did hear Bray Wyatt was recovering nicely and healing pretty well from
Yeah,
his.
yeah.
Did they ever really say what his illness was?
No, and I respect people for not reporting on what
Oh,
it
absolutely.
is.
I was just curious,
Yeah,
but
yeah. All we know is it was a career and life threatening health
yeah.
situation.
Hmm. From what I read, that's exactly what I read. It was life threatening illness, career threatening illness.
Hmm. So big shout out to Bray.
Absolutely, man. Hope to see you back soon.
I,
We got any more on the docket, good sir, or was
I
CM
mean,
Punk?
I was just like, I was gonna ask you something really stupid. Uh,
What?
I don't know. You might find it stupid, but I think it's quite serious. So like to me, right? I think that I think that like one of the most important things is, if you're gonna be a champion, right? If you're gonna be a champion. One of the most important things you need to have is integrity, is respect, and is, just the talent, right? And unfortunately, I
Uh-huh.
don't think the Dallas Cowboys have any of that. So my question to
I knew
you,
that was
Trevor,
coming.
it's my
I knew that
question to
was
you, Trev. My question to you, man, is like just like, how do you cope with the fact that your team's destined to go like 8-9, miss out on the playoffs, and
I mean,
another
you
season
know,
down the two, another
I,
year older, and still no more trophies?
I don't expect them to do much. I never do. But you're kind of in the same boat there too, Mr. Baltimore fan.
Mr. Baltimore, look, we just paid. Look, hey, I got all the optimism in the world as a Baltimore Ravens fan. We just paid
I
our
mean,
quarterback.
I
We
mean,
got
the
rid of our.
Giants threw what was that, like $9 million on their defense that one year and did absolutely nothing.
This isn't defense. This is the franchise I'm talking about. I'm talking about the whole damn. Lamar Jackson is the offense, defense, special team. Well, not special teams. That's Justin Tucker. But offense, defense, coaching. Brand marketing. Like he's selling hot dog. He is everything. He is
I
everything.
mean, the man's a water boy too. I mean, he's literally doing absolutely everything on the field.
Yeah, it's high quality H2O. Um,
I will say you guys are in a better boat because your window isn't closing very soon. You still have a little time. The Cowboys, all jokes aside, their window is about this big, and if they can't capitalize on it, it's a yeah, it yeah.
hey, man, Daiquiri's only 30. He's still
Is
got
he
some
30?
years.
I
He's
thought he
only
was
30.
28.
No, no, he's older than you thought. He's like, all he does, the window is even smaller now. He's 30, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's way smaller.
What movie is that? Bad Boys. It's like,
Yeah.
say, how old are you? 16. Damn, you at least 30.
He's 30. Exactly. I thought he was 28. I was like, oh, he still got some. No, he's 30. Yeah, that there. My Newton minuscule skill.
Ricky, who's that? So,
Oh, something I did want to ask you about wrestling actually. What is your take on everything with excuse me by the way, with Rey Mysterio winning the championship off Theory,
booyaka,
like
booyaka.
the the implications that he might be doing something he's never done in his illustrious career and turning heel.
I'll believe it when I see it. They ain't turning Rey Mysterio
That's
heel.
what I say. That's how I feel. I'll believe it when I see it because that's the same thing they tried to do with John Cena and the shit didn't work. But but no, like I mean, it to me it's just a whole a mess at this point. I just think it's a mess.
All the times I thought Ray was going to turn, He's not gonna turn. He's not for this. For this? Nah, he ain't doing it.
No, it, the whole thing doesn't make sense. First and foremost, like LA
Could
Knight
you
should be the
imagine if he
champion.
joined the Judgment Day though? That would be funny. Rey Mysterio goes to jail for like beating up Santos Escobar, and then like him and wait, wait, book this, book this. Rey Mysterio turns on Santos Escobar, beats the crap out of him in public, gets arrested, sent to jail, and in the jail cell, it's Dirty Dom, the father-son reunion. I want the father-son reunion, the rekindling of the relationship to happen in a jail cell. You
That
got
would be amazingly hilarious.
give me Dirty Dom and Rusty Ray. Let's go,
Rusty Ray.
Rusty
Uh,
Ray.
that would be interesting. That'd be interesting a lot. That'd be funny. But I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where I feel like everything is just it's a mess. Nothing really makes sense in WWE. Well, it never did in the first place, but nothing makes sense right now. It's just a whole bunch of nothingness. They're not doing anything with LA Knight. I mean, he won a battle royal that means nothing. Even though I
Yeah,
honestly believe him and Miz had an amazing promo. That was really good, actually. Surprisingly enough,
like it's fine. It's fine.
but still, it's whatever. At the same token,
It's fine. I
it's
don't
all
care.
fine.
I really don't care. I was watching Raw last night, and I was just like,
I
man,
couldn't. I couldn't watch it all.
just like, man, this is
Dude, I
okay.
think the Judgment Day has fought Sami Zayn,
It's
Seth
just
Seth Rollins, and Cody 16
Monday
times
Night Judgment Day. Monday Night Judgment Day. That's all that show is. And I look. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate it, but I'm sitting. I watched the whole way through, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching Finn Balor versus Cody Rhodes, and I'm just like, I've seen this before, right?
yeah,
And I'm like,
and it was done better the first time I saw it.
I'm saying like, look, I'm just like, man, like this is. And how many times are you gonna do the Finn Balor? Like his fighting for like his freaking fuzz on my face. Like how many times are you gonna do Finn Balor fighting to reclaim his spot? I'm like, bro, he's this
What
man.
the
Every match, he's turning into the Dolph Ziggler of WWE. It's like I've been doing the same thing for 15 years, and I'm gonna
We
keep
don't
doing the
need
same.
two Dolph Zigglers in the
Like
same
next thing
company.
you know, Finn Balor's brother is gonna get kicked out of Collision. Like I swear, I'm just like, come on, do something. Like it's like even the Judgment Day was supposed to change him, supposed to make him cool, and it's just like he's Finn Balor and he can't win the big one. But
You
can
ever
he win the big one tonight? I was like, he can't. He never does.
you ever see the very first Ninja Turtles movie? Nick, you believe this? Ninja kick the damn rabbit. Do something. Like just like really do something. Do something different than what you're doing. Like it's just annoying.
Here's my have him win. Just have Finn Balor win, please. Once
I
lost at
mean, that's
Wrestle
the best thing to do.
lost at WrestleMania. The Edge. He lost to Rollins at the pay per view. He's jobber. Jobber is what this
A
man is
very
now. Like
very expensive jobber.
mid
That's exactly
card,
what it is.
upper mid card jobber, and I'm just like, man, free him, free Finn.
Exactly.
I mean,
That's the chance we should be
I
doing.
mean, free all the people who are in jail for nonviolent drug offenses first, but then free him too.
As far as wrestling's concerned, free Finn Balor.
What's a wait? No, there's got to be a wrestler. No, I'm not going to go down this road. None of all of them are
No,
guilty. I was
all of
like, there's
them.
got to be an innocent wrestler in front. No, Dom. There we go. Free my
Dom.
man
Dom's
Dom.
the only one. We're gonna stick with Dom
Because I'm
because
like
I'm
all
pretty sure most of them in prison.
it's like
No.
all those other people. I'm like, oh yeah, they did that shit.
Speaking of
Oh no.
stuff like that,
Oh, I know what we're gonna talk about. Can I guess? Can I guess? Can I guess?
you can take a guess. Go ahead, take a guess.
I think I'm cute. I got gold medals. I got the moves, the make 'em all tap out, the ankle slam, the ankle lock. Marty Jannetty
Yep.
still can't walk.
That's the
Which
one I was
which
going to.
which now I just said that and I like look, it was the song that Kurt Angle sang in
Exactly. It was
2006.
wrong. There's
I
no
did not put 2 and
no
2. I
way on that
apologize to Marty Jannetty genuinely
man.
for that,
But
but I don't
backing up
apologize
a
for
little bit, did you
anything
see the
else.
one? Did you see the one with your boy, bro? Uh, Yo, Dark Side of the Ring is chef kiss. It's fantastic.
You wanna know something wild
Dude,
about that Dark Side of the Ring though?
what?
I agreed way more with Vince Russo's point of view than
Then I
Eric
thought I
Bischoff and
could.
Hulk Hogan.
I really did. I was sitting there listening. I was like, yo, like, I really agree more with Vince Russo, and that kind of makes me feel icky.
Because it's just like, okay, so we agree. So Eric's just like, we agreed on one thing, but Hulk wanted to do something else. And yes, and Vince Russo is a dumb like he said all this stuff like he said everything right that you would think someone would say when they made a great point and then
Right.
they're trying to like say something against Vince Russo. And I'm just like, man, like you did not make a good point though. Like
Like,
you
no,
just said
for those
Hulk is
who
Hulk.
don't know what we're talking about, Dark Side of the Ring, episode 9, it was the Bash at the Beach, correct?
2000.
Bash at the Beach, 2000,
Probably the best
where,
pay-per-view they had that year. Yeah.
which is really sad, where where Jeff Jarrett wrestled twice, laid down the first time and let Hogan pin him, and Hogan left the building. Vince Russo did Vince Russo things, pretty much buried him on a promo, and then
You will never see that piece of spit again.
and then said the belt that Hogan took was fake, was not the real belt. Brought out another belt. Jeff Jarrett and Booker T wrestled for that belt. Jeff Jarrett drops the belt to Booker T, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
It was.
I think Hogan should have put over Booker T, but that's a whole
That's
different
how
thing.
I felt. But I mean, I don't think Jeff
I'm
Jarrett
like
should have been in.
forget everyone's plans. That's my plan. Like just Hogan loses clean in like a 20-minute route with Booker T.
First off, he's never lost clean to anybody. What?
Warrior. He lost clean to Warrior. He lost like
No,
fully clean to
well, yeah, you're absolutely right. When he lost, well, I guess I meant like didn't sell it clean. Because
Oh
soon as
no. Arm way in the air at 3.0000001, flailing around crying.
no, as
Takes is
soon
the
as
first
Warrior
one to
hits him
touch
with
the
the
belt.
move, he pops right up. Is like, oh, I'm fine.
Is the first one to touch the belt before Warrior. Just like, oh brother, my belt, brother, doing this. It's like, oh, are you in row triple quadruple Z over there, brother?
And knowing
I
what I know
lost the
now, he
belt,
definitely would
brother.
never sold to a black guy.
What?
Was that you? I
What did
said,
you just say? I just heard
knowing
Hulk
what
Hogan and Black Guy, and I'm like, oh, he said something.
I said, knowing what I know now, I'm pretty sure he would never sold clean to a black guy.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Wait, now I'm my search history is Hulk Hogan.
But the main one we should probably talk about is Marty Jannetty. The world according to Marty Jannetty. That was the title of the Dark Side of the Ring. I've came across some people that I would consider pathological liars in my lifetime. But from all the reports and everything that I've heard about Marty Jannetty, yo, that man lied 16 times in one statement. Nothing was true. Like, yo, he literally said, oh, the accusation of what happened, it was just a work. Then he was like, oh no, it really happened. No, it didn't happen. It was a work. Like he went back and forth and said it 17 times that it was a work and that it didn't happen. And then it did happen. Like, yo, I didn't realize how bad he actually was. I knew he was off, but I didn't know he was that bad.
He's not not good. Not a good guy.
And then the tweets that he used to put on, oh my god.
Oh, sorry, they're not tweets. They're Facebook posts, my good sir.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. It was Facebook post.
He's remember Marty Jannetty is like everyone's problematic 40-year-old uncle. He's got to be
True.
posting on Facebook, or everyone's like really annoying Karen mom. You know.
I mean, he's a lot like my family members.
I don't know how to react to that. I apologize.
That's why I drink.
Yeah, I haven't I finished most of it. I haven't seen the last 5 minutes because then I like passed out due to COVID. Um,
It's not funny.
it's true. It's
Don't know why
true.
I laughed.
It's
I
true.
apologize.
No, no, don't you don't you dare go soft on me. Don't you dare do it. Don't you dare do it. It's funny. Lean in. Where's Cody Shuffle? Lean in, man. Um, but
uh,
yeah, he's the thing about killing the dude. I was like, Marty, are you lying about that though?
right. Like, are you lying about that or is that true? Because it that could not be a work in wrestling, dude. It couldn't. It just
Look,
couldn't.
look, Martin Jannetty didn't kill anyone, but Marty did. I thought he said Martin Bartholomew Jannetty killed no one, sir.
But
However,
Marty might have.
Marty
Like,
is a straight up murderer. The only like he's killed so many things. He's killed that guy, he killed
his
his own
career,
career, he killed
almost himself.
several lines of things.
Chief.
Um,
Dude,
uh,
and the funny thing, funny and also sad thing is, like these people that are close to him don't even know if it's true. They don't know what's true. The only person that said that it's actually two people that said undoubtedly they believe it's true. The lady and it was another wrestler. I forget that guy's
they're
name, but yeah,
working.
they
They're
both
working. Ain't no way most of that stuff true. I will say their stuff is wild. Like the stuff he posts about like women in general. I'm just like,
Did you
that
see what he
is
posted
you
about his
are.
daughter?
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Dude, he needs
It's
help.
genuinely
He really
disgusting.
needs help.
Hmm?
He really needs help. There's something wrong with that man.
Clearly, the dude just isn't like he's just not. He just doesn't get it.
No. And like he's one of those guys, and like hearing the more of the story, like big ups to Sean to try to get him some money, try to get him a job. Big ups to Sean. Like that was nice of him. He didn't have to. Like did you hear that part where Sean invited him to like a ministry, he tried to get him in with God because that was where Sean's life went, and he thought it might help him, and then also got him back on Raw and everything. And honestly, I remember that match. He looked pretty good in the club, and the butt strikes back.
That's actually
Do
kind
we
of
know this
funny.
guy?
Nope. Hey, I bet I could take both you guys in a fight. You want to have a go?
You can take us to a fight. We can sit down and watch one.
Yeah, like yo, if you're trying to take us to UFC 300 or whatever, I'm down.
I'm
Like
down for that. Yeah.
you down like reach out on Twitter in our DMs, on X in our DMs, not Twitter
X.
anymore. It's throw up the X. Shit, maybe
Oh,
Elon
God.
Musk is just a DX fan. Maybe that's why this is all
I'm so
happening.
glad like Xbox not on the logo. Just
That would be wit. Look, the company would lose even more money than it already is, but it would just be amazing moment, like world history. Like I would, people may not talk about it for generations, but I will.
Yes,
Could you
I would.
imagine? Like
And you
X
know what?
Pac with his fucking dirty bandana wearing, like old wrestler with his tongue sticking out, like as the logo of Twitter. It'd be amazing. Um, I want I wanted to show you this, Trevor, real quick. So
Okay.
tickets for WrestleMania go on sale on Friday. WrestleMania 30, or sorry, WrestleMania
Uh,
40.
40. In Philadelphia, right?
In the city of brotherly love, WrestleMania XL. It's not the only thing that's big. This is a map of seat prices individually for WrestleMania.
Jesus.
You can tell floor seats start at 10,000 and mercifully go all the way down to 2,000. Then we have the lower bowl, which start at, very nice 1,000, work their way up to about 600 each. Then
Good
we have the
God.
other bowl, which starts at 900 and works its way all the way down to 375. Then it kind of follows that pattern, 375 to blah, blah, blah. You want to sit in the tallest corner of Lincoln Financial Field
There
and
you go.
barely
Right up
get a
there.
seat
Right
on,
there.
on them bleachers, $40 per. None of this includes fees and taxes, which,
Jesus.
like, that's a damn shame.
So what's funny is I actually thought about taking my buddies, two of my friends, well, one of my friends, I know he watches wrestling. The other one, I don't think he watches wrestling much, but two of my friends, they're getting married next year. I was thinking about taking them to this, but as a wedding present, but no.
I got my mind made up, and we are not going.
No.
Wait, no, no, hold on.
Absolutely
I got this. That was the song for WrestleMania when you're. I got my mind
no.
made up. That's gonna be you. It's gonna be you to them. I got my mind made up, and we cannot go.
Hell no. Hell
Hell
no.
no. To the
That's
no, no.
the ticket. That is ridiculous. I wonder if this is their way of trying to compete with Wembley.
This is. I mean, it's not competing. This is like your WrestleMania. You're gonna sell tickets.
Of
They
course.
know 10,000 per. I need to know what green shirt guy does. That's what I need to know. Green shirt guy, what are you, Trinidad flag dude? All these like super fans who are always in the same seats at every.
Right.
I need to know what y'all do for a living because I'm
Because
obviously
I
in the
need to
wrong
do it.
profession.
Obviously, I need to do it because, like, if you're able to buy like tickets and you're where you're sitting has got to be pretty hefty. If
That's
you're
what
able to buy those shows all the time, yeah, I need to know what your profession is. I gotta do it.
I'm gonna be like Donnie from Wolf of Wall Street. He's like, you show me a check. What he say is that well, I'm not
Oh,
gonna be like
oh,
Donnie
yeah.
from Wolf of Wall Street, but
You show me your check right, and I'll quit my job right now.
yeah,
You show
exactly.
me
He's
your
like,
check, I'll quit
I'll
my
quit
job right
my
now.
job right now. He's like, hey, Alex, yeah, I quit. Oh, don't worry about it. I quit.
He just hung up. Click.
Yeah,
That's
wild,
ridiculous,
man.
man.
Absolutely
That's crazy.
wild. Um, I mean, tickets for All In, or let's actually see tickets for All In, AEWTIX.com and Ticketmaster.com. I still AEW, yeah, hey, if y'all are watching, can y'all like tell AEW to lower their ticket prices? Cause like
Please.
this is a damn shame. This is a damn shame. Nigga, like, I get it. It's gonna be expensive, but like, damn, looking at tickets for All Out. Mm.
Ridiculous.
See, look, All In. You want a floor seat to All In? It starts at set at £1,800, so $2,000, a little over 2,000.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Although this is like a historic wrestling. This is the biggest
I mean,
crowd
yeah,
in wrestling history.
it's a historic building, it's a historic night. Yeah, like it makes sense, but like at the same token, good Jeebus.
Trevor's like, my goodness, is this inflation? Is it? But the cheap seats here yeah, cheap seats here are not bad. Like £20,
Okay, it's
like
not
yeah,
what's that?
$30.
That's not bad.
See, here's the thing. At least like the lower bowl Wembley, you can like it's still like 140 pounds, so like it's fine. Like that's like I mean it's way cheaper than WWE's. Like you're gonna spend $900 per ticket to, you're gonna come,
We
and we're
need
just
all
gonna
your
lie
money.
about how many people who were there anyway.
We made too many budget cuts.
Yeah, I mean this is ridiculous. Yo, hey, also, um, man, I gotta buy my all out tickets. The only issue is there's barely any tickets available. All the ones that
Wait,
are kind of
you're going
suck.
all out?
Is that are you like making fun of me because I go to AEW pay-per-views? Is that like
No, I'm
a
making fun of you because you're going all out.
why?
And that's not the one in Wembley, right?
No, no. Look, eh, quite frankly, quite frankly, I had the points to make all out work. I did not have the points to make all in work. That's what it came
Where's
down
all out
to.
going to be?
Hmm?
Where's all out going to
Chicago.
be? Chicago. Oh,
Chicago
that's right.
United Center though. So it's gonna be in the United. It's not gonna be in freaking Hoffman Estates, Schaumburg, Illinois. It's going to be actually the first all out that's ever been in Chicago. I can 100% say that.
How much are the tickets? Well, you know what? We'll talk later.
No, I can tell you right now. So they start at 35. Um, lower bowl tickets range between like 600 and like 150. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's like damn expensive.
Yeah, yeah. Have to make budget cuts myself for
At
certain things.
least I'm pretty sure. Also, I got to go see the Jonas Brothers. And like,
I wouldn't
but
admit
don't
that
worry
an
about
actual.
it. Don't worry about that one. Don't worry about that one. So,
No, we're gonna talk about that one. That's the one we're gonna talk about.
you know what? I'll talk about it. What do you want to talk about? I'm go
The Jonas
I'm
Brothers
going
thing?
to see the Jonas Brothers. What is wrong with
Okay,
that?
not a thing.
Look, I missed out. I missed out on their tour because I was sick. I missed out on the show because I was sick. I had to sell my
I
ticket.
thought you
I
said
was
that you were six.
no, because I was sick. First of all, I've look. What's something that you like, huh? Well, what's something I can make fun of you about? What do you
But there's a
like?
bunch of things you can make fun of me about.
What do you like? What's a concert you want to go to?
Um, I'm only giving you shit because it's fun. But the
I
Jonas
know, I
Brothers.
know. Wait, here's what I want to take something that you love and make you feel bad about it too.
Okay, CM Punk.
No, 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 no. CM Punk. No, no. If I was CM Punk, if I was CM Punk, I'd just do this.
True. You're not allowed to be here
It's
with me.
still talking. Thank you, Tony.
Uh,
Like, look,
that's
I'm way
true.
better. I'm way better. All right. Look, I have my
You know what?
lines. All right.
I assaulted you, and I'm sorry.
And damn right,
But no,
nigga.
actually, I kind of want to go to the Offspring concert coming up soon.
Boo! I can't make fun of you for that because I'm probably gonna go with that too. Oh. God, I love it. My friend's got a girlfriend and he
Oh,
hates that snitch. He tells me
that's actually
every
my
day.
one of my first albums.
That was a really good album. What else was
um,
what else was on that album? Hmm. Sorry.
Get a job. Um, pretty fry for a white guy staring at
Pretty
the sun.
fly for a white guy. Oh my
The
god.
kids are not all right. Oh, she's got issues.
She's got issues. Oh
And I'm gonna pay. Yeah, I love that. What are you watching nowadays, bud?
a lot of really toxic interviews. Um I watch it. So here's so I've been slowly getting back. I took a break from like watching political media. I'm getting back into political media, and I'm hate watching like all the so I need to catch up right on what the right wing talking points are. I'm hate watching a lot of right wing media right now. And I'm just like, you are some of the dumb, like Dave Rubin. No one here knows who Dave Rubin. I'm like, Dave Rubin genuinely might be like one of the dumbest people alive. Like I feel bad for him, but I also don't because he's making a lot of money being like stupid. Candace Owens, same thing. We don't get political on here, but I will for a second. Candace Owens recently, Trevor, made a video about
Mm.
slavery, essentially where white people were the good guys.
Yeah, I had to wipe my head for that one. Jesus.
I knew it was gonna be bad, right? I was like, oh, this is gonna be bad. I was like, good guys though? Like, you're wild for this. Like, oh, so I've been in a lot of pain spiritually, mentally, physically over all of this. But I need to get my groove. Big presidential debate next week. The Republican debate, which Trump may or may not show up to, which I will be live streaming on my other channel, youtube.com/Umar Q Show. Ooh, we're bringing that channel back.
There you go.
It's not gonna be fun. Naughty, naughty.
Let's see. I've been watching a lot of horror movies because I'm a big horror fan. I don't know if anyone knows that.
Trevor's like, all
Um,
right, so I wasn't watching that shit because that sounds terrible.
yeah. Um, I've been watching. I watched finally got a chance to watch the Cody interview, the Cody documentary, Cody
Mhm.
Rhodes one. That was pretty good. Uh,
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
I pointed out to someone that you've been saying Cody and something Cody for a long time. She did not realize that you've been saying that. She watches the show, but she
Mhm.
didn't realize that you've been saying it, like on the show when you sing the song, adrenaline in the song,
Something,
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 Cody
Cody
Rhodes.
Rhodes. It's
um, but I watched that. I caught up on Collision and all that good stuff. I watched clips of Raw because I watched the whole thing. I also been listening to a lot of podcasts, and watching a lot of podcasts as well.
what podcast are you watching a lot of lately?
So yeah, I'm a nerd. I watched a fishing podcast, believe it or not. Anyway,
Piss Mac.
um, I also what was the jump? It's
What was the hook?
huh?
What hooked you on that fishing podcast?
Yeah, that's a terrible joke.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Hey, hey. Here's the line, and you crossed it.
Yeah, we know COVID didn't take your horrible sense of humor.
Something would have been. You would have known something was fishy had that been the case.
Anywho, but yeah, I'm watching a lot of UFC as well, boxing, all that good stuff. Just getting some tips from other podcasters for some stuff and
Hell
content
yeah.
creators.
Hell yeah. We love that.
Uh, uh, uh.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Um, I am.
think it's time we give you some rest, good sir.
I think it's time I get some rest too. I just got really sleepy. Like you guys in real time saw me get sleepy. I've been coughing for 6 days straight. I have like, dude, the ab workout though. Like I will say, COVID terrible. No one. I don't want anyone ever get COVID. The ab workout though, impeccable. Like it's just
Oh, cool.
my six pack's gonna be back by the time I'm in Miami.
I I coughed like 27 times last week. Though. I was like, it was it's horrible. It worked though.
Look, we're on the way up. We're gonna be okay. Thank you guys for joining us. This has been OT Graps episode 42. It's
Ah,
crazy.
coming up on 50, good sir.
We gotta do something special for 50. We gotta have like a party or something. We gotta wear hats or something. We're gonna figure it out.
We'll figure
Maybe
it
it
out.
will. Is episode 50 gonna come in time for Halloween? Oh, it's gonna be before Halloween, way before Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, oh, Halloween, our Halloween shows. We gotta.
We gotta do
Oh,
another one.
I gotta. Oh, I gotta make an OT Graps Halloween Havoc logo.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
That'll be fun.
wait, I'm gonna see if I can get. We're gonna try some stuff on that episode. That's gonna be some. That's gonna be a. It's gonna be a wild ass episode. I
We're
can
fun
guarantee.
episode.
Um, I just real like okay, that's happening. Until next time, everyone. I'm Omer.
I'm Trevor.
Be sure to go follow him on Twitter on X, Twitter, whatever it's called, at TREVERTAINMENT. That is TREVERTAINMENT. Follow the channel at Real Take W on Twitter/X. Um, and subscribe. Hit that like button. Share this with your friends, or don't spare them. Do not.
It's
Maybe
fine.
don't.
We understand.
No. Share it with your friends, even, especially or even if you hate someone and if you didn't like what we had to say and you hate someone, you want them to be annoyed for an hour. Send it to them.
Yeah. I mean,
Send it
you
to
had to
someone.
watch it, so they need to watch it too.
You must. It's your duty. Look at me. I'm the Dark Father, Aleister Black. Do as I say.
My eyes are a
Uh,
lot darker than yours.
yo, you see, Aleister Black. I didn't even realize he had like that tattoo on the side of his head.
Oh yeah, me either.
I had a friend who texted me, like he's just getting into wrestling. He's like, yo, I didn't know Aleister Black was in a gang, and I was like, I don't think he. Well, I was like, wait, sir, what? He's like, the tattoos. I was like, bro, he's a wrestler. He's got a crew, but he's not in a gang. I was like,
Mm-mm.
no, I highly doubt that.
But
Not that there's
guys,
anything wrong with that.
oh no, no. If you're in a game, you're in a game. Nothing wrong with
I mean,
that.
we got too much
Yeah.
red. I'm just realizing we got a little too much red here. No, I'm kind of scared now. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Love those, hug those who close and love those
Oh,
who far away, guys. Have a
oh,
good week. Love you guys. Hope to see you again soon.
that's getting cut. Keep it real.